Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. The KJV single column wide margin. This is in brown leather touch from Holman. Man, Holman has been doing amazing quality on Bibles. This comes in a little slip cover like this. And you know, they do this petroleum-based leather soft, leather touch. It looks unbelievable. I don't know if you can see the grain and the marbleization in there, the stitching. I mean, it's just incredible. So imitation leather, for the most part, has, and it's really inexpensive to do, has been replaced with this stuff that's near leather. I mean, if I was to see this and nobody told me, let's say 20 years ago before there was leather touch and everything, I would just never know that this wasn't leather. I'd say, boy, that's a fine piece of leather. But has two ribbon markers, and again, stitching inwardly and outwardly. Doesn't have Holy Bible in the front. Now, I'm not sure, I never really I've imprinted many thousands of Bibles over the years, but that was many years ago, so I don't really know how leather soft imprints. So it's got a presentation page that's just plain. It's not done, printed in Korea. And I did, talking to Thomas Nelson, they said that they are exploring options with Korea and India because of certain supply chain. Proofreading was done by Peachtree Publishing Services, page up there. TF Designs, Greenbrier, Tennessee, typeset it, which that's good to know, so printed in Korea. So here's what it looks like on the inside. It does look like it's comfort print. Absolutely amazing, wonderful Bible paper, two ribbon markers. Let's see if it lays flat in Genesis, which is a sure sign it's Smith's sewn or Smith's sewn. But I mean, isn't that just gorgeous? Single column, well, it's not necessarily paragraph. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's in Genesis 25, laying flat, so it's Smith's sewn. Differs, especially this kind of single column. It just means it's not in two columns, a single column. A lot of times the way they do the single column is more paragraphish, I should say. So it's thin ribbon markers, but very long ribbon markers. See if I can get the red one out here. I do like when they're different colors because it lets you see, you know, you can use one to the Old Testament, one New Testament. They're diagonal cut. It does look like, I think those are the 1/4 inch. Done, is that 1/4 inch? Yeah, 1/4 inch. They do make thicker ribbon markers. A lot of you like thicker ribbon markers. It's, you know, and this is probably either 3.5 or 4 inches sticking out from the Bible itself. Yeah, 3.5 inch. I knew it stuck out a long way, which that's good too, but at least it's sewn kinda. No, maybe not. Usually these ribbon markers won't fall apart on you. So it does have writing all four sides. It looks like, let's just get an accurate, it's a 0.8 inside and lays really flat. It's 0.7 at the top. It is an inch, 1.125 inches on the side, and the bottom doesn't look like it's a lot. Yeah, it's 1/2 inch at the bottom. Really clean, unbelievable paper, not a lot of ghosting. Just a very finely crafted Bible. It doesn't have introductions. It doesn't have references. I'll let you see the red letter. The red letter looks readable. It looks consistent. That's always something with red letter. Is it consistent? Is it readable? And let's see the edging here. The stitched edging is unbelievable too. I know I'm using that word a lot. Yeah, really even. Maybe a slight, what's known in the trade as train tracks. This is a fine Bible right here. Can't believe it's leather soft. It retails for $49.99. Of course, if you buy from christianbook.com or your local Christian bookstore, I always like to push our local Christian bookstores, but I do love Christian Book as well. That you probably wouldn't pay that much. So here's a where to turn section, kind of like a God's promises for your every need thing. And then past that is just a concordance, a pretty nice concordance. It's what I'd kind of call a mid-size concordance. I may try to give a little more specificity on what I mean by that. It's really small print though, unfortunately. That's something that happens in concordances. Yeah, I don't think this would qualify for a large. You know, on a scale of 1 to 100 for a concordance, this may be like a 65 as far as what's in there. It does not have a lot of pages to write. It does have 2 though, and it's Bible paper. Wonderful gilt edging. Let's see how many pages this concordance is. 1700. That's where it starts. And it's 1643. So 57-page concordance. That's not terrible. The maps are thicker cardboardish paper, but they're not glossy. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, unless I miscounted. Holman normally has good Bible maps, have since the 80s, maybe even before that. Holman is the nation's oldest Bible publisher. I think it began publishing in 1743, Nelson in 1798. Now, here in the States, not a lot of Bible publishing till the late 1700s, and then it's because we panicked. All our Bibles were coming from Great Britain and we needed them printed here. It's like the Act of Congress actually got Bibles printed because we needed Bibles. So it goes back in there. Let's see the size of this thing. It does have just the smallest of yaps, like 0.125 inches. So it's about 9.25 inches, which is about average size for a Bible. I would consider this. So for decent print, it says it's 10.5 print. You know, print size is not the total. There's a lot involved in good print. This looks like one of those comfort print deals from Y2K Denmark. It's just under 7 inches wide, which you really don't want a Bible. Well, I should say that 7 inches and above in width tends to be considered a wide Bible. Well, to have really beautiful readable print and 4-way wide margin per page, it's not so bad. Now, I wouldn't have guessed it was that thick. It looks like it's just a shade under 1 3/4 inches thick. So this is just a beautiful Bible. I would consider getting it for a reading Bible. The single column is set up. You can actually take it to church with you, write notes all over the place in it. I don't know if it comes in any other translations, but this is just fantastic. It's known as brown leather touch, and I have a feeling it's more beautiful in person than it's going to show up on this video, just because of the marbleization on the leather touch. So love the Bible, fall in love with it. We love you. So God bless you. Thanks for being with us today. Please check out our other videos, playlists, church services here on New Life of Albany. We just want to do all things truth in the Word. So God bless. Talk with you later in Jesus' name.